Man, I need a heavy metal hat. You guys are awesome.
I have 3, dude.
Nice.
I have Skinless, Aborted, and First Fragment.
Yeah, that's way cool. I'll be getting me one real soon now, especially because I want to be making sure that, you guys got hats. I don't have a hat.
Decrepit Birth and Black Dahlia Murder and this one. And
Yeah.
I got a few of them.
That reminds me, I do have – Greg, do you remember when you were going to come down here for that Slayer and then that Devastation on the Nation tour?
Yeah.
That same weekend? So I bought this hat. This is a Greg hat for sure.
Slayer?
Now, can you see that, Black Dahlia?
Oh, nice. That's badass. Oh, that's sick. I would love that.
Yeah, Zoomy, do you like trucker hats?
Give that one to Greg.
Yeah, I was going to give it to him.
See, look at that. See? That was the same way.
Yeah, Greg is definitely more the Black Dahlia fan.
That's not your look.
I don't know, man.
It does sit up really high on your head for some reason. It probably didn't work for me either, though. Like if this one was like
that too.
If this was up here, it wouldn't work. Yeah.
You gotta wear that thing and talk about your Judy chop.
Mage at the dome. She could probably wear that
can
hat.
of tobacco, you say? Says I.
My name is Mud.
Oh yeah,
that's too funny. Hey, this is actually kind of cool though, huh?
Yeah, this is real cool.
Now I gotta.
This is like the next level of
I gotta put up my Fury flag, and I've got an aborted necrotic manifesto poster from like way back in the day.
Yeah, dude, I was just looking at my posters and stuff, and I have this Dimmu Borgir flag, and I was literally putting it up, and I was like, you know what? I got Tool posters, so there we go.
That's awesome. I have none of that. Mine looks like I'm at my grandma's house.
Nice.
But this is my house.
Nice. Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah. Well, Brandon's having a blast.
Greg, you got your Raisin Bran ready?
I just ate some.
What?
Yeah, I already ate it. I was thinking ahead.
I thought we were going to get to see the hairy beast eat a cereal.
No. I can sneak food in now and try to chew it all slow and quietly because I'm on video now.
Here's something that's cool. Right now, just at top level, I can see that we have listeners in the United States, the United Kingdom, Belgium, France, Germany. So
really?
people all across the world have listened to our podcast.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bots.
Yeah, maybe. Robots that like listening to the Metal Block. I'll take it.
Best kind of robots, bro.
Yeah, robots are way more efficient listeners than humans are anyway. Gender, 85% male. We have 13% female. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, did you check out that Atoll?
Atoll? I call it Atoll.
I'm calling them Atoll.
I'm going to pay a toll.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, if you don't pay no toll, we don't get no roll.
Could be a toll. Yeah, you're right. Never thought of it like that.
A toll's a toll, but a roll is a roll.
That too.
Oh, that's my movie reference of the week, guys.
What's that from?
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Nice.
When he's trying to cross the river.
Hey, Abbott! Hey, Abbott! Good morning. Hey, Abbott! You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That whole movie's just a mess. Yeah.
It's in the end of the wedding.
Pissed off and pissed on.
Right. I was about to say that one. Dave Chappelle. Young Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
That's you.
That's right.
Yeah. Gesundheit. All right, where were we? Episode 18. Really excited, trying some new things tech-wise. Got the video going. We might not get the video up right away, but we're working on it. Going to troubleshoot some things and try to have some changes for the better week after week. So thanks, everybody, for listening. We are excited to be here, excited to have you. It's a new week. Got some new metal to talk about. And your three heroes rise once again to bring you the news and talk about what's happening. So
What's our
Brutal
name,
Brando.
Jimmy?
What's that?
What's our name? We
Our
are
name-
the Metal Block.
We are the Metal Block.
Figure we'd throw that in there.
Might be just a wee bit important. So check out the Facebook. Check out the X account. Check out the Instagram. And now a TikTok. So
I don't
So much going on.
TikTok at all,
Yeah.
bro.
Tiki-talkie. It's funny, old guy like me, I guess, having to learn the new stuff, finally being forced to try. So, but it's fun,
Oh.
and
Me, buddy. I'm still figuring it out.
hoping that everybody out there can get some use out of it, because we're really trying to put some useful information out there. So, Brutal Brando, say hello.
What's up, blockheads?
Scary Greg.
Yo.
All right, everybody. I can't wait till we get it going, though, for the video, because we'll get to see everybody's faces. It'll be a whole new ball game. It'll be just different things. Super excited about that. So, well, here we go. We thought we would talk about the new job for a cowboy.
Woo!
They took her job. You know, actually, I'll hold off my comments for right now. Who wants to start?
Brandon.
Guys.
I'll talk about it. Cool. It's been long awaited. Job for a Cowboy. What I don't remember, let me look here. I'm actually on their Metal Archives, and it looks like Sun Eater was out in 2014. So it's been 10 years since their last album, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, and just like you were telling me, Zoomy, I do think that the singles were my favorite songs off the album. But it's very trippy. I mean, you can tell that all the lyric stuff, and it's definitely inspired heavily by psychedelics. I mean, it just is. I mean, Beyond the Chemical Doorway, and their music videos so far have been pretty much like DMT trips, going on with all the third eye stuff and all that. But yeah, it's a super trippy vibe, if you will. But the music, definitely for metal's sake, it definitely is trippy. I mean, it's kind of like what Sun Eater was, their last album, but it just kept going in the same direction as Sun Eater, but it's even more kind of technical, in my opinion. Almost less catchy as Sun Eater was, but I don't know. I really did enjoy it. It was very good, but for me personally, I was kind of more wanting a little bit more of their old school stuff, like something more along like Ruination and Genesis and that kind of stuff. I still love it. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's my album of the year, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. Naveen from Entheos, and who was in Animosity back in the day, he absolutely killed it on drums. And Davey, the vocalist, John Davey is his name. He is absolutely one of, I think, the strongest vocalists, I'd say, in death metal ever. I really, really dig his stuff. So, obviously, for me going off just now, I enjoyed it. But what do you think, Brando?
Well, the production is really good. The musicianship and songwriting is pretty solid.
Another Dave Otero, real quick. Dave Otero from Colorado again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And like the drums really stood out to me. They do some cool guitar stuff on there. All in all, I thought it was a good album, but it really didn't grab me. Like, it didn't really hold me in. I felt like I would kind of zone out during it a little bit. So I don't know how much I'll really circle back to it. I'd like to catch them live if they tour. That I think it'd be really cool. It kind of sounded like, I'm not going to pretend that I was ever really a big Job for a Cowboy fan. I think the most I listened to them was, I don't know, like their first release. What had the single Knee Deep on it?
It was like Entombment for a Machine, but I can't remember what that was called. It was called Doom.
I remember the SpongeBob video.
It was Doom.
Do you remember that?
Oh, of course. That's like what got me into them.
That's what got me into them, and that was kind of, I don't know, it just kind of never really went past that for me for some reason.
Well, they got like a big deathcore name for themselves, We're almost like, looked down upon by the death metal scene that we were all a part of. But when they came out with Genesis, it really did, take a hard turn into the death metal world. But a lot of people just didn't. It was kind of the ship had already sailed. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like they just kept going, and people kept going with their taste too. But I know a few people like that. Is why I mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I wasn't ever really against it for some reason. It just never crossed my ears. So just
Their earlier
never
stuff
checked it
when they
out,
were
really. Like going back from what I do remember about them, and then listening to this, it's like a completely different band. Like
yeah. Oh,
the
absolutely,
music
dude.
totally different. This is way more, like you said, it's technical, you know, but it's got a progressive kind of vibe to it. You know, definitely, definitely picked up on the psychedelic stuff. You know, that the song "Forever Rot" has that cool twangy guitar thing in like the last 2 minutes of it or whatever. It's like a little riff with this weird reverb twang kind of sound to it. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man, there's some really ripping solos on there. The drums are fantastic. That probably stood out to me the most on the album.
Yeah, he's insane.
When something grabbed my attention from being a little distracted, it generally had something to do with the drums. You know, hats off to, you said Naveen? Is that his name?
Naveen. Yeah, he's an
hats off to
animosity.
that guy.
Current band Entheos.
I mean, I liked it. It just, you know, probably won't be on regular rotation in my truck, but
Same.
definitely go check it out live if they tour. So
Yeah. They're a treat live.
yeah. Zoomy, did you get a chance to check it out?
I listened to it quite a bit. Jeremiah and I actually listened to it quite a bit. And like I was telling you, Greg, and you already mentioned, but the singles that came out, so The Chemical Doorway and Forever Rot, those were definitely my two favorite songs. Maybe because I got a little bit more longer chance to listen to them. But, you know, I like the album. It was good. I would say, and I've said this before on the show, that there are some artists who, whenever they put out an album, I'll start listening to the track, look at it on my radio, and, you know, kind of get an idea of what the first track of the song is. And then maybe I'll look down later because I realize, like, wow, I don't think this song's changed, and I'll realize that it is another track. And I did get that with this album. So it had one kind of sound that just carried through the whole album for me.
Yeah.
And Brandon, you mentioned progressive. I totally got a progressive feel on it, and the bass stood out to me big time. And
Yeah.
let's just say it, there's nothing about any of these guys' musicianship that is lacking. They are all extremely awesome, and, you know, the bass stood out to me. I'm actually going to use it since I got the fretless bass. I'm going to be using it for some references to try to get some of that bass sound out of it, because that's some of that boingy, twangy sound that you hear.
Yeah, that bass is badass on that album.
Yeah, and at the end of the Forever Rot, that, you know, it's actually, you know, the riff that's throughout the song, but the song goes out and then comes back into that riff right at the end, and you get like another minute of that riff, and that bass is just dancing all over the place, boom, 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 you know, and it's really cool to listen to that. I love listening to good basses, and definitely that they've also got, you know, great drummer, as you guys already mentioned. Vocalist is very top tier, have no complaints at all. You know, I used to think that, you know, Job for a Cowboy had really one of the better ranges of vocals in death metal, deathcore, whatever. You know, they did a really good job of that always, and I think they do on this album. You know, it's just different. But here's what always happens, right? Bands have, you know, two different things that kind of happen every time they put out a new album. It either sounds like the last one, and people are like, well, it just sounds like the last album, you know, it doesn't sound different at all, same old thing. Or they put out something different, kind of change, try some artistic creativity, and then people are like, well, this is nothing like they used to play. And it's like, well, what do you want?
Yeah.
And,
well,
you know,
it's been 10 years.
Yeah, it's been 10 years, you know. Whenever they came on the scene, Genesis, man, I was all about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys, that SpongeBob video changed me. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. You notice there's no pig squeals anymore, you know? I mean, I'm sure Brandon, like you said, it's a totally different sounding band, but yeah, they cut that out. Like,
start the breeze.
Oh yeah, I mean they were like Bree, you know, like I mean that SpongeBob video is like he's like pointing all around in the, like the long one and all that, but it's like they got so much attention for it being like the deathcore, you know, legends and all that, you know, and with the Breeze or Rees and Pig Squills associated with it, the second they went like full blown death metal and cut that whole thing out, they just never did a single one. There's like not a single syllable of it. So I remember when their album came out, and I was not expecting it to be death metal at all, and there was no pig squeals, you know, and I was kind of bummed, you know, back in the day. But yeah, I bet I should, Brandon, like you were saying, you just probably haven't heard, you know, probably a solid 3 albums they put out. I bet I could show you a few songs that, too, you know, you'd be like, if I showed it to you randomly, besides the vocals, you'd be like, there's no way this is a job for a cowboy. Like compared to that the first thing, you know, SpongeBob stuff. But Entombment for a Machine and Knee Deep, and those are the big jams. But yeah, solid album for sure.
It is a good album. It really, really is. And I encourage people to go out there and listen to it and tell us what you think. There's nothing bad about it at all. You know, everything that we've mentioned are just some of the things that stood out to us. I think we all appreciate this album and, you know, the wait for 10 years and what they've been able to add, because it has a totally new, totally different sound, and it really rocks. It totally rocks. So everybody should just check it out and let us know what you think.
Yeah, they should.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope to see them doing a tour. They played one show, Blue Ridge Rock Festival, that had a bunch of bands on it. They played it a few months back, and a guy that lives in Houston, where you are, Brandon, Mike Caputo, who does a bunch of fill-in stuff. I've talked about him before. Anyways, he did drums on that, and so it'd be super cool to see, you know, a full-on tour with him on the drum set, you know, and I'd love to go catch them on the road for sure.
Yeah, hopefully they'll tour.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will.
Well, hey, I wanted to, last week we didn't get a chance to talk about this. We had the interview, which was amazing. Thanks again to Dylan for taking time out to hang out with us. Yeah, we really had a lot of fun, and if you listen to it, you can tell we had a really good time. And we didn't only talk about music, we cut up a little bit in between, but at the same time, we did what we were there to do, which was to get to know Dylan a little bit better, and the bands that he's, you know, working with right now, Last 10 Seconds of Life and Distinction. But anyway, just wanted to take a real quick second and thank him again for that. But, you know, because we had that going on and scheduled last week, we didn't get a chance, Brandon, to talk about the Crypta show that you went and saw on February 15th.
Yeah.
We got to share a few videos, but I was thinking, you know, you might just go ahead and talk about it a little bit because, you know, from Portuguese, they're a newer group, you know, and newer in the sense of, 5 years or less. So
Did you say they're from Portuguese?
I'm sorry,
They're
they're Brazilian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like in my head, like, where is that?
Yeah, I guess they
Portugal.
speak Portuguese. They speak
cool.
Portuguese. So
Portugal.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for the correction there. Sometimes. Anyway, yes. So they are from Brazil, and Brandon, why don't you talk about them and the show that you went to?
Yeah, man, it was here in Houston at a place called Warehouse Live Midtown. It's kind of close to downtown Houston. Pretty cool venue. I'd never been there before. It's their first North American headlining tour. They toured early last year with Morbid Angel and I think Revocation maybe. But this is their first time touring the North America.
Really?
Headliner. And
That's
there were no
crazy.
touring bands with them. It was just them.
Wow.
The other 2 bands that played were locals from the Houston area. So
Cool.
I had never seen them either. A band called Labyrinth and a band called Exidium.
Oh yeah,
We're familiar with a different Exidium.
that's right.
You know, early 2000s grindcore from Norman, Oklahoma.
Yes.
Check it out, Blockheads. They're pretty awesome. They're
They
not
are.
around anymore, but their music's out there. Yeah, I mean, it was a great show, man. The first 2 bands, great energy. I actually hope I get to see them on some more local shows. I've never seen them on anything, so it'd be cool to catch that. They're all kind of a thrashy vibe to them, so it was pretty cool. Crypta did a hell of a job. Sound was fantastic. Performance was great. They played all the great songs that everybody knows already, you know, Outsider and I'm forgetting, like Darkened Skies or Dark Clouds or whatever it is, you know, they played all the big ones and it was awesome. They played for a little over an hour. It was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. They played a ton of music. So
Sweet.
highly recommend catching them. I know they're still on tour. I don't know if the tour is still going to be going on when this airs, but if they have not come through your area yet and you haven't missed them, I highly recommend checking them out. I would go watch Crypta anytime they come here.
Let's hear about the merch you got.
Let's see. I picked up a Crypta guitar pick. Yeah, sitting right here and on the table next to me. Didn't plan
Gave your
for
daughter
that.
one.
Yep, got a hot pink one for my 4-year-old. She loves it. She has made a video proclaiming, expressing her love for Crypta. She calls herself a Crypta girl. Then I picked up the Shades of Sorrow shirt. So
Sick.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish we could have caught them, Zoomy. Brandon got lucky.
I know. That would have been very, very cool. I was actually going to mention that it looks like they're playing tonight in Sacramento. They're playing the 1st of March in Portland, Oregon. And they're playing the 2nd of March in Seattle, Washington. So if any of you guys are in those 3 cities, well, tonight, I guess, if you don't have plans, whatever, you can't hear this now. You are hopefully going to check them out. But looks like March 2nd, because after that, they head to the Philippines, and then they do some stuff over in Europe. So, man, really good opportunity, Brando, to get to see them. I have been wanting to see them ever since I first heard them. I've been especially wanting to see them since the new album came out this year. And we talked about it because we talked about it on one of our earlier episodes. It was like one of our first 5 episodes or something, We were talking about that Crypta album, and it had a lot of really cool stuff in it. I remember it starting out with that piano and being really, really cool. That was their newest album, which was Shades of Sorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, if you get a chance in these last couple of days to check them out, lucky you.
Yeah.
Brando got to see him and had a really good time. But if you don't get to see him, you can go to our Facebook page. You can go to the X page
And the TikTok.
TikTok has it on there too.
TikTok too.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I mean, go check it out because they're great live. This week, actually, so this airs Friday. Last night, being Thursday, I just saw. Well, let me get like I've already done it. Oh man, I went to Inhuman Condition, Origin, and Vader, and it was great.
Nice.
Even though I'm going to.
Well, we'll be excited to hear about the full length review next week.
Origin is always awesome live, so I'm looking forward to that. Never seen Inhuman Condition. Never seen. Yep, nice shirt. And I've never seen Vader live. I don't think. If I
Seen
have,
Origin probably 11 times, haven't you?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
a treat. I've seen them a million times, but I fucking love it every time.
Yep, it's always a good show. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Speaking of tours, I saw As I Lay Dying, Chelsea Grin, and Entheos with Naveen, who played drums on the recent job for a Cowboy, are doing a summer tour, United States. It looks like it's July and August. So if you're an As I Lay
nice.
Dying fan, or you like Chelsea Grin, the Deathcore Bad Boys, or Entheos, a little technical death metal, go peep that. Blockheads. Just want to throw that out there before I forgot.
Oh yeah, thanks for saying that. I didn't see that.
Any new shows or tours you guys have heard of since the last episode we talked about? Anything like that?
Did we talk about the Death Clock? And
I don't think so.
yeah, Death Clock is going to be actually coming, I know, here in Oklahoma City. And
Oh, that's right. I think I did hear that.
who are they playing with? Is it
I can't
Necro
remember.
Goblicon?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it is.
Yeah,
Because
it
I saw
is.
Dickie. Is it Dickie Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. How cool is that he took that
Oh, that's
over? Because that's
awesome.
not the style of music he's ever played. And when I saw that he was
No,
even
but he
filling
does
in
a
for him, I was
perfect
like,
Goblin.
oh man,
He does
he is a goblin. I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But it was just cool
Yeah.
to hear that. It's like a totally different role than Infinite Annihilator or Scumfuck, his other band.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that was something that, I know is going to be going around, and I just thought was fun. And I might actually catch them whenever they come to, they're going to be playing at the Criterion in Oklahoma City in April. I'll have to find that date again, but You know, it might be fun. Looks like the 17th of April here in Oklahoma City. And then they're going to be playing right after that. They go straight to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So it's quite a jump from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. No. I'm going backwards. Hey, look at me again.
Those dates.
Yeah, I know. So it looks like they go from no, this one's actually written in American. They go from so it's worse. They go from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Oklahoma City, not from OKC to there, from there to OKC. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting. You know, people should look them up, check it out if you're bored and you don't have anything else. Now, Houston, we've got the Enterprise Earth show that's coming up. We are co-sponsoring that one. Go check it out.
May 14th?
May 14th. Thank you. Oh, I was going to say the Chaos and Carnage, which we talked about, but that one's going to be going. That one's getting started at the end of April, I think. Maybe, I think end of April, if I remember right.
I'm looking it up right now.
That's May, isn't it?
It's definitely
it might be the
beginning. In May.
Might be the beginning of May when it starts. And I'm going to try to catch some of that Rivers of Nile whenever they come to OKC
at the
end of
be
April.
Great. That's going to be great. Okay, yeah, Chaos and Carnage looks like it is at the very end of April. So it looks like April 30th, and then kicks off April 30th, and the next date is May 2nd. So, yeah, April, May, and then all of May.
So, you know, there's a lot of really cool stuff here. I remember in, I think it was 2003, you know, I went and saw like Sepultura, Megadeth, Melvins, Cradle of Filth, like all in like a 2.5 month period. And I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
I went to the Cradle of Filth show. I know you're talking about. Before I forget it, April 28th is the Rivers of Nile Oklahoma City show.
Yeah, April 28th. That's at 89th Street. So, and I'm super excited because after the Suffocation show that I went and saw a little while back, I think that was like November or December, but that one was at 89th Street, and the sound was really good there. So I'm excited, super excited to hear Rivers of Nile play there. And this is kind of funny because the 89th Street wasn't a venue that I was like super excited to go see bands at. I was always I want to see them at the Diamond. I want to see them at the Diamond. Yep. But now it's funny. I've kind of flipped. I kind of like that smaller, a little bit more intimate setting. You know, I want them to pack the house, but I do like it, you know, at 89th that they've got that sound dialed in pretty good. At least they did last time. So if they keep that up, 89th Street.
Woo. Yeah, no, they've been bringing the good bands, you know, and all that, and they really stepped it up. I'm always stoked to see a show there. I used to get pretty salty about it when it was disgusting. You know, the bathroom situation was just hideous, you know, and it was just, like you said, the sound wasn't good, you know, and it was like, oh God, another show at 89th Street. Or back then, what was it called?
Conservatory.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun going there and all that.
It was always fun.
But anyways, yeah, I'm stoked to see what they've done with it. It really is nice now.
It's a lot better, and it's very suited for some metal shows.
They've got a nice bar too. They really do.
Yeah, you know, I always see the bar doing its thing, so I don't really drink anymore. And having a long drive home.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get a Sprite. I know they have cans of Sprite, so I'm gonna put that out there.
I'm looking for something high sugar, high caffeine, so that whenever I'm driving home, you know, at 11:30.
They have a candy machine too.
That's right. One of the old school ones that you feed the cash into, and you push like B12,
that's right,
and it does the.
I've gotten Reese's at the last two shows.
Remember, Jeremiah got something. I can't even remember, but he was begging me, like, can I please use this candy machine, Dad?
Yeah, it was cool having him there.
And here lately, I've been grabbing I don't know why, but the last like 3 weeks I've been grabbing Red Bulls at the end of the day. I'm like, I don't need this shit.
I drank 2 5-hour energies every day for probably 8 years of my life, you know, like just so many of them that like Paige was seriously like, all right, you're going to have a fucking heart attack. You have to stop drinking these. And like, I just like put my foot down and like forced myself not to. And I drank one like a few months back and oh my God, it ripped my head off.
Man,
Yeah.
it's really hard not to drink that stuff. Like for
It
some
is really
reason,
hard.
It's like I feel like I have to have it. Like every day.
I know, man. I know. I
Crazy.
lived off the shit. Like with duck hunting, especially 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, it was just like 2 extra strengths. Like, God, my heart was mad at me.
Yep.
I'm afraid of kidney stones.
Extra strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the good ones are like strawberry, banana, watermelon,
Peach, the
Hawaiian
peach
Breeze,
mango.
Tidal Twist.
Yeah, it's sad because I like crave it now.
Yep.
That's
so
pretty funny. You know what? I just pretty much live off water. That's about it. Oh,
I do love coffee.
coffee.
You don't drink coffee,
Someone
Jimmy?
poop on the tile. Did one of the dogs poop on the tile?
He hopped up. Something happened.
Yeah.
I thought he was showing us his torso.
Is he getting a tasty beverage?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Zoomy, do you drink coffee in the morning?
No.
No coffee. Okay.
No. I just drink about 100 to 120 ounces of water a day. After you drink that, you're not thirsty. You're not.
Yeah. I would think not. That's a solid amount of water.
Borderline drowned to death.
Yeah, actually. So we have. Oh, this is so hard to see, but it's the country raspberry. Raspberry.
Oh man, making me water right now.
I wish I had one.
I know.
All right, so that actually is a real good segue. So
It is 9:06.
yeah,
4 minutes ago.
4 minutes ago. So let me have one quick drink of this delicious beverage.
Did your throat all lubed up?
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
One way to say it. Ready? Welcome to the heart of Canada, where nature's purest essence is captured in every drop. Introducing Clearly Canadian Sparkling Water. Straight from the untouched Canadian wilderness, Clearly Canadian is nature's gift to refresh your spirit. With every sip, experience the crispness of the Rockies, the purity of the Great Lakes, and the invigorating essence of the Northern Lights. Whether you're exploring the great outdoors or simply savoring a moment at home, Clearly Canadian is your companion for life's refreshing moments. Clearly Canadian Sparkling. Pure. Refreshing. Clearly Canadian.
Woo! If you're listening, Clearly Canadian, that was for you. We're waiting.
That's right.
Brand ambassadors, the metal block.
We're waiting.
Just get the entire metal community. There's like, you know what I think about the metal community, and this is kind of funny for everybody out there. Here's another movie reference for you. John Wick. You know, in John Wick, like whenever he's talking to the boss of the hotel, and the boss of the hotel is kind of like, all right, we'll give you this much time, and then you gotta get, I'll give you an hour or something.
Yep.
And all these people are in this courtyard, and they're all like blended in with everybody else, and they're all like a part of this. And so that's kind of how I think about the metal community. We are blended in with everybody else, but we're really everywhere too at the same time, and we're watching, And so all I got to say is if everybody in metal buys on to, rocking some Clearly Canadian will never go out of business.
Yeah, you're gonna be walking through the park. You're just gonna see a dude that you think he has like nothing, or maybe like a bottle of water, and all of a sudden you're gonna just look back like
Clearly Canadian.
That's kind of how John Wick is. There's rolling back. He's like, I see you. My walk through all like,
yeah. Everybody's like, is he a metalhead? Does that guy listen to metal?
Yeah,
He's got a Clearly Canadian.
Clearly Canadian.
That old lady with that Clearly Canadian in her hand, a metalhead?
Yeah.
yeah. And is she gonna kill me?
No. Okay. Did you guys see that video that I sent you? It's the guy who's talking about. It's like he wore a dying fetus shirt to his baby shower.
Not a good idea.
Song? Talking about that song you sent?
Yeah, it's like a song, and it shows this guy, and he's got all these shirts, and in one part he's wearing his Pig Destroy shirt, and he's walking down the road, and he's walking by this gate, and there's this pig, and the pig looks at him, and the pig's like, so it's like no matter what shirt he wore, whatever metal shirt, he was going to offend somebody. And then he goes up to the old lady and she sees
This dying fetus shirt.
Is it the dying fetus shirt at the end too?
She's like, I love the wrong one to fuck with. Like,
yeah. She's an old grandma, and I'm like, yeah.
I don't remember what band that was, but it was a band that you sent the video for, and it was brutal, man. It was good.
Yeah, it really was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy send me that, so it's cool. He's always sending me things. He's like, you should talk about this on the podcast.
Nice.
Thanks, Tracy.
Tracy.
So Brandon, you had, and I don't think we brought this up yet, but you had us check out Atoll.
Yep. Did y'all check it out?
I got a chance to listen to it 1.5 times through. I didn't get to quite finish it my second time, but I did just want to say that it's worth checking out. You know, I've got a whole lot more listening that I want to do on that, but it is worth checking out.
I'd like to see them play a show with Stillbirth. Like,
you mentioned
Stillbirth vibe from it, and it's like, it just sounds fun. Like fun, slammy death metal. Like it's, I don't know that they even got that sample of the good Lord going down on me.
Yeah, and he's like, what does that even mean, Charlie? What is that supposed to mean?
Like, dude, it's so brutal, and like the riffs are just like, they're fun sounding riffs, but it's super fucking heavy. Like, just like Stillbirth. Like, there's the whole Homo Deus album is like fun as shit to listen to, but it's so brutal.
Yeah, and
like, I don't know. And these guys are from Arizona, I think. You know, like apparently they've got a couple albums out. Like, I need to go check out some of their other stuff.
I've listened to them for a little bit.
That Inhuman Implant like all weekend.
Right. Yeah.
It just came out on Friday. Man, that was my top jam this weekend. I love it. It was right up my alley right now, at least musically.
Yeah,
awesome.
So that was actually their 5th full length. And so from Arizona, just like you mentioned.
Shit, I'm way late to the game.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing it for quite a bit. And anyway, Inhuman Implants was the one. I wanted to make sure we did mention it. So you said it. But people should give that a listen and let us know what you think. The vocals are super low. They're super low in some spots, you know?
Yeah.
And I haven't heard that low of vocals in a while. So it's pretty cool.
I'm going to check it out. I haven't yet. I feel bad for that. But, I'm friends with the vocalist Wade Taylor on Facebook. And he added me a long time ago, probably, to spread the word about his band, and it worked. I mean, I've listened to them for a long time because of that. And I've seen him repping it.
I really want to see them live. Like,
yeah, I bet.
I don't know. I'm borderline getting obsessed with this album already. Like,
hell yeah.
It's awesome.
Like Homo Deus hit me really hard last year. That's still my default. Like,
it's a good one.
I don't know what to listen to. I'm turning on Stillbirth. Like,
yeah,
this one might be. I don't know. It's still early to tell, but this one has caught my attention. So
awesome.
Yeah. So give that a listen too. We might do a little bit deeper dive on that album later, but for now, it just was something that kind of came up, and we wanted to bring it up. So
yeah.
Some good stuff to check out. What else you guys think about? We talked about some tours. We talked about the new job for a cowboy. We talked about some Clearly Canadian.
Yeah, we did.
That's right. That's honestly about all I got. I don't have any big news.
Yeah. I think that's about where I'm at too, bud.
Well, cool. Well, we thank everybody so much again for listening. Episode 18. If you didn't get a chance to check out the interview last week, please go back and listen to it. It was really, really good. And also, don't forget, we did the interview with Body of Filth. That was episode 12. And check that one out, too. That's kind of been our most fun thing doing together here on the show, is getting to interview the bands and talking to them and seeing, what they're doing right now and what they have planned coming forward. So a lot of good stuff. Thanks again for following us on Facebook and liking everything and all the other social medias. Don't forget to check out the new stuff that we got going, the Instagram and the TikTok account, and be ready for episode every week.
Damn Skippy.
Oh, send us an email. We never get emails. We'd love to get an email.
Probably get a bunch of junky TikTok emails now.
I think we do get, that's pretty much just social media type stuff. Shoot something over. It's metalblocktalks@gmail.com. Metalblock
Email
Talks.
Zoomy.
A lot of
He'll hit you back.
Like a ham with boners sent you a message.
Nice. Nice.
Like more than one.
I hope you got a Ham with Boners email.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's good. Well, thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day, week, evening, all of the above. Metal Block over and out.
Later.
Peace out, blockheads.
Chicago.